Give me the gory details.
Want the gory details?
All right, just give me the gory details.
And she will call you later with all the gory details.
You owe me nothing but the gory details.
Don't leave out nothing. We love gory detail here.
You know, I would love to sit and go over every gory detail with you, fat boy. And I want all the gory details.
I want all the gory details.
I want to hear all the gory details.
Here are the gory details, I guess.
Another gory details? Gory detail with which you speak.
The gory details. Recount all the gory details.
All the gory details.
All the gory details.
Here are the gory details.
Please leave out the gory details.
Oh, that must have been a pretty gory spectacle.
In gory detail.
Which is going to have a gory feel to it.
Last one's a little more gory.
With all the gory details.
No gory details.
Tell her all the gory details, you snake.
Spare me.
Spare me.
Spare myself, me ship, me crew.
No, spare me.
Not a lover's quarrel, pal. Spare me!
Spare me from what?
Of the gory details.
With gory stories.
It's not really scary, but gory.
Here's nature and all its gory.
Back in my gory days.
It's too gory.
It's pretty gory.
Gory.
The gory?
Gory. Gory.
Gory.
Gory.
Gory.
And give me the details.
Give me the details.
Details.
And spare no detail.
I'll spare you the gory details.
I'll spare you the gory details.
You want the gory details? Yeah?
boy. Oh, that was a good one. Feels good to be out of the coffin here. Oh, hey. That's me. Let's get gory. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and ghouls, ghosts and goblins. If you're new here, hi. My name is Sean Gorey, and I'll spare you. Why is my background not loading? What? Hold on. Weird. I'll spare you the gory details. I'm dead excited to be here with y'all this evening for our Thriller Thursday broadcast. We're coming to you live from a little bit of Halo Infinite. We're recreating Nacht der Untoten, which is a zombies map inside of Call of Duty World at War and Black Ops 3. We're trying to recreate the Black Ops 3 version here, which is a lot more destroyed, disheveled, and just grittier, dirtier, messier, grungier. It's got more metal to it. That's what the plan is this evening. I apologize I could not be here yesterday for our Werewolf Wednesday broadcast, but I was busy being under the needle. I was getting another tattoo session done, and it was easily the most painful experience I've ever had in my entire life. We hit the 3 worst spots on the arm. We hit the armpit, we hit the elbow, and then we hit the ditch. The only more painful it could have gone was if we worked our way to the hands and the fingers, which would have been a nightmare. So yeah, I'm here today, and I'm in I'm in a tremendous amount of pain. Yes, but it's okay. We're here to run around, and we're gonna try to keep pushing this. We have gotten a lot done since we've been live last. We've done a lot off stream, right? I have been doing my best to jump into Forge literally every day to help make this map something very special. And so that's what we have been doing. I'm going to give you a quick little tour, and then we're going to kind of jump right into what we want to work on here next. Looks so good though. Susie, thank you. Hi everybody, by the way. I'm going to give you all a wave. I know there's been a lot of communications in here. I haven't had a chance to catch up with it all, but I mean to. You might notice, before we go any further, there's this giant blue donation bar and progress tracker above my head for this little thing called Extra Life. For those of you who don't know, Extra Life is this absolutely free 24-hour charity gaming marathon where you get to sign up for free. You get a website for free where people can go to and donate cash that helps raise funds for sick and injured kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And this is all of your choice, right? Like, this can be on the day of your choice. This can be the game of your choice. This can be the platform of your choice. This could be the hospital of your choice. It is all super incredible, and it's all 100% free. And all the proceeds go towards helping kids in need in the hospital of your choosing. What is pretty incredible about the Children's Miracle Network hospitals is that besides being incredible advocates for incredible advocates for physical injury, right? Like broken bones, childhood cancer, leukemia, you name it. Burns, they're huge champions of that. But besides all those things, right? They are also huge advocates for mental health, emotional health. They're some huge supporters of the LGBTQIA plus communities. They're even just absolute champions for the NICU and premature babies. Just kind of helping people who need help, and it's all absolutely free, right? So these kids come in needing the care they deserve, and it's our job to make sure they never receive a bill. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We are providing health care for kids by playing games. It's pretty great. So if you are a gamer or a gaming enthusiast, I cannot recommend enough looking into the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Brayden, you rat. I turned off that timer, but you're like, I'm just going to use the command itself anyway. Howdy. You must be in pain. You're not wearing any rings on your watch. Actually, I made the mistake of getting tattooed in wearing rings in the past. And, like, when your arm's hanging low, like, let's say you're laying on the chair, right? Hold on, ready? Let's say you're laying on the chair and you're, like, they're working on your arm. Well, obviously, the blood and gravity is going down, so, like, your hand's going to inflate a little bit, right? Well, also, it's very irritated, and, you know, it's gonna swell. So, I made the mistake of wearing rings to a tattoo appointment, and it got to the point where, like, I started losing feeling in my hands and my fingers. I'm like, I think I'm in danger. So I took them off before it got out of control. But yeah, don't do that. You're gonna be in pain for a long time. You should be as comfortable as possible when you're getting tattooed. Yes. I've been sent by the Painted Valkyrie, so any of my actions can be blamed on them. The Derek Frank, welcome to the stream, friend. Any friend of Painted Valkyrie is a friend of mine. Cheers. Hope all is well, friend. Susie Master Chabs, Brayden, everybody in the chat, welcome, you guys. We do have some Phantom points to knock out here, but before we go further, I was just talking about Extra Life. And speaking of Extra Life, you might notice that Brayden here just used some of their Phantom points, or the channel points here, to make me donate some of my own hard-earned cash to said charity. So that's exactly what we're going to do here, and then we're going to knock out some of these other Phantom points. So tell you what, first things first. Cheers. I am drinking coffee, Brayden. I'm exhausted. I got a lot done today, and the first of the month is always a big day for me. I got a lot to do all the time, but the first of the month is always a lot, and me being in pain doesn't help. So yeah, coffee. And this is a very special heart-shaped mug for the Gorey gang. So this is to you guys. Cheers. Cheers, mate. I can't wait to get my tat. I want to get a full Suicide Boys themed sleeve eventually. That's a choice, Brayden. That is a choice. That is a serious choice. I'll tell you what, I got the cans on. Let me get my head out of the way. We'll donate to Extra Life and we'll knock out the rest of these Phantom points. Let's get into it, friends. Oh, by the way, how about I crank some tunes? Got it. Okay, so our first Phantom point redemption is to make me donate $1 to Extra Life. So let me pull over a tab. I'm gonna hit my magical, I'll even use a pen. My magical Extra Life page button. There it is. We've currently raised $144, so this will put us at exactly $145. This is for a Phantom point redemption. Like that. Donate $1, and we'll get a drum roll. There it goes. Bum. Got it. Brayden, thank you so much for those Phantom points. I'll mark those as complete. We got a hydrate, courtesy of Todger Cheetah. Cheers, friend. Mark that as complete. And a posture check. Do you know what? Brayden, that's perfect timing, because I had just like reclined my chair, so it was definitely too far back. There it is. I heard the sound. If we look at the bar all the way in the top left of the screen, it might update to 145 here. There it is, 145. Brilliant. Okay, posture check. This is a reminder for everyone at home to make sure they're also sitting up straight. Stretch. All right, let's do it. Bash Sticks, what up, my nerds? Welcome to the stream, friendo. And there is that notification. Let me give you a wave and, of course, an Extra Life emote as well. Unbroken Onyx, yo! Welcome to the stream. Just doing a little stretch here for our Phantom points, don't mind me. Wow. Can you guys see how swollen my arm is? Hold on. Yeah, like, this arm is way bigger than this arm. Who needs to go to the gym? We can just go to a tattoo artist. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That might have just gone down the wrong tube. Sorry to mute myself. I'm sure you guys didn't want to hear that. Onyx, hope you're having a great Thriller Thursday, and that all is well. Stretches, are we summing a Hokiage? Nope, that was just a regular old stretch. There is a command for an exercise where we like stretch the hands and all that stuff, but that's not right now. Gorey, stop dying. I'm sorry, Brayden. I didn't mean to die, but it's kind of what I'm known for. Have them tattoo abs on my stomach, and then it swells, gets even bigger than it already is. Honestly, it's like the like airbrushing. You like the airbrush models to make it look like they have abs. You could totally get abs tattooed. Unbroken Onyx says, "Have you been banished by Guardians by any chance? Have you seen Banished Guardians? Are we talking about Halo? Is this a band? Unbroken, tell me more. Tell me more." Yes. This is an infinite map. Oh, I'm not familiar, Unbroken. I know I've seen... Okay, actually, Unbroken, it's funny you mentioned that. I think literally today in one of the Halo Forge community posts, I did see someone post a Banished theme remake of... I don't think it was Garden, I think it was Lockout. Are you thinking of Lockout, or have I just not seen it? Tell me more. Yes. Coax, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yes, our next Phantom Point Redemption here is an Ask Me Anything. It says, favorite Disney movie? Favorite Disney movie is a good one. I'll tell you what. So my favorite Disney movie has got to be The Incredibles. Because like the time period it takes place in is super interesting. Like it's the 1970s, like things are very retro. The vibe, even like the animatics at the end credits match the aesthetic, right? The cars all match, the clothing style all matches. The music, the font, it's all super stylized, and it's chef kiss. But then you get into like the minutia of everyone's superpowers in The Incredibles, and of course the dad needs to be strong. The wife needs to be flexible. The son is just go, million up miles an hour, just raw speed. The insecure teenage daughter in high school, you know, likes boys and feels invisible. There she is. And then the baby. The baby is raw, limitless potential, which is why they have every power ever. I love it's so good. And even like the villain, right? Like they say that a superhero is only as good as the villain. Syndrome is great because he doesn't have a superpower. He's like Batman. He is like Tony Stark or Iron Man. He invented himself. He used his wits, he used his brains, he used his resources to create an empire, right? And that whole theory, when everyone's special, no one is so true. So, hands down, The Incredibles. Toy Story, that's a good one, Brain. That's a good one. I'm going to mark those as complete. Thank you so much for those shine to points, friendos. Sword in the Stone's a good one, Bash. That female squirrel that falls in love with the little boy, King Arthur, she got done dirty. She fell in love with the squirrel and he turned out to be a boy. Like, what are you going to do? Okay, Unbroken. Honestly, I'm excited to see where that goes. What's funny, Unbroken, about the custom map that you're currently working on is I've seen probably 5 different versions of Lockout. I've seen probably like 3 different versions of Guardian. But making your version unique, is great. if they all look the same, like, what's the point, you know? So that's awesome. Argos Media, thank you so much for that raid, friendo. How are you? Let me give you a little bit of a wave. I'll even give you a shout out here. If you guys haven't checked out Argos, you should. Not only are they a fellow Extra Life streamer, but they do a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons from time to time, which is, you know, pretty cool. So definitely check them out. I dig it, Unbroken. I dig it, Bash. Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. So Bash, you're right. So Violet does put up a shield because she feels insecure, or she's protecting herself or her family. The powers are cool, but how they reflect on the characters, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. By the way, what is this map? It looks really good. Unbroken. Let me give you a little tour. So, I guess it would be most appropriate if I just showed you around in the actual game. So, this is Nacht der Untoten. This is a Nazi Zombies or Call of Duty Zombies map where wave after wave of undead enemies come after you, and you gotta defend yourself. And so, what we are doing here... Oh god, hold on. Oh my god, hold on. What we're doing here is we're recreating that in Halo Infinite. And we've been going to some painstaking detail here to try to replicate the same vibe. Oh my god, the camera goes crazy when I'm switching between them. Woof, woof. Or as of today, it was Jackbox that was fun to watch. Told you, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I was posting a vid about the map after I finish it, by the way. It's not a self-promo unless... Honestly, Unbroken, as a fellow forger, if you want to post your link to your map or the video here, please do. We're all in this boat together. So yeah, no, if you're having like struggles or like you're like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? Please ask me, because I'm not gonna like gatekeep it. Like, this is a secret. I don't want anyone else to know how I made this thing so small. Like Nene, if I spread information, someone might teach me something too. You know, like it's a give and take relationship. So no, please, if you want to self-promote yourself, do it. Oh, Todger, I understand. Argos streamed Jackbox today. No, I know, if Argos doesn't do D&D, they do some other stuff. They've done some Uncharted recently, and I did see that in their Discord they talked about doing Uncharted today over at their buddy's house, so yes. Honestly, Unbroken, please do. Please do, Unbroken. Alright, friends, well, what the plan is today is to kind of go through the map on the interior and see what we can kind of clean up or improve a little bit. Like, so for example, I know as a fact one of these boxes is full of grenades, so I want to make a grenade and then fill this box with grenades. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'll tell you what, we're in this room first. Debris is something I need to add a lot of. There's lots of tile here. So starting at this wall, looking out, first thing I notice closest to me is there's some tiles and there's a sandbag. Can I add that to my map? Brilliant, Unbroken. Ooh, okay, so it is still a work in progress. Okay. So, another artist or forger I follow has remade like an almost one-for-one remake of Guardian. So I'm very curious to see how yours looks. Oh my god, I am going to space. That was terrifying. Okay, so we've got the sandbag. Let me set my folder here. Yes, unique. They made like an almost 1-for-1 version garden. It looked amazing. I haven't played it, but I've watched like the video. They just released it like this week, where they had a like a time lapse of it being built, and I can't think of a way that they could have done that without literally just hiding everything and just going one by one and unhiding them all in the folders. Like, that's a lot of work. Me and him have already talked a little bit about the map and some ways to help improve the map. Interesting. When we say the map, you talk about like yours or like what they made in Halo 3. Like what you know what Bungie did was cool, but it would have been nice if X, Y, and Z place, you know? So this is floor 1, room 1 deco. So we're set as the working folder. And textures aren't loading, so I'm gonna duplicate that and delete it. Got it. Okay, cool. So we do already have the sandbag here. Meaning how to get more of a banish feel. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And like that's one like the cool things I think I like that forgers are doing. Like I know Unique made a version of High Ground from Halo 3. Instead of just going, hey, here is High Ground, enjoy. Like what if we make it Christmassy? You know, like there's snow on the ground, there are snowmen, it's super cute, and I think it's very creative. Alright, well, the first thing I noticed was that sandbag is here. So there's that. Oh my god. This back and forth switching is gonna kill me. Oh! The lamp is on a sandbag. I did not realize that. The lamp's on sandbag, okay. Alright, well, let's look at the shelf here. The top shelf. So we have one ammo crate that looks like it's made of wood. And then two small ammo crates that are more metal. Okay. So let me take a look at like ammo crates here. Accents, UNSC. Awesome, Unbroken, awesome. No, I'm glad to hear that. No, Unique is very talented, and some of the tools they are using are next level. Like, using Blender to measure out certain distances is really gonna, like, make sure these blockouts are very accurate. Oh my gosh, of course, Unbroken. Like, I feel the same way. Like, let's help each other, you know? Like, let's, save each other from getting into any, falling into pitfalls, you know? Okay, so the ammo crates aren't in UNSC, which is weird. Garbage? No. I don't think it'd be Instructables. It's fine. We should have enough here to work with. So let me take a look again. We got like a wooden square one and then two short ones. Speaking of all things Halo, I finally finished watching the Forward into the Dawn movie. Ooh, what do you think, Lone Wolf? Personally, I didn't like hate it. It was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. Yeah, where do these ammo cases come from? This is, what's this called? Small hard case. Wouldn't be under antennas. Crates. There we go. It's under crates. How do I describe this thing? Okay, so it does look like it's made of wood. Just very teeny tiny. All right, well. Stop ghosting. What are the odds that we can scale one of these wooden cases down? It's like that small. We want room 1, floor 1 deco. Awesome. Okay. Let me adjust this thing's rotation here. -90. 0. 0. How small can we go? Oh, we can go super small. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Wow, that is ultra small. I don't think it's as small as we want it on the one axis, though. It can only be 5. There we go. Look how itty bitty. I enjoyed the Sneak of the Covenant and their firearms. Also, the Spartan Eyes. Wasn't horrible in my opinion. I'm glad to hear that, Lone Wolf. I'm glad to hear that. No, I definitely feel like it was passable, but I think most of the fans would be like, oh, what is this? The Derek Frank, did Meg tell you about my Halo video? No? Tell me more. What about your Halo video? Oh my. Okay, so let me do... Like this is at least 1 foot. By 1 foot. By 1 foot. 2 feet? I'm good friends with the guy who has the body model Master Chief. Oh, like from like the actual show? Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Very, very cool. I'm not jealous at all. It's a lie. I interviewed him with his house at LA. Wow. I mean, I've seen like a bunch of fans 3D print their own version of the Master Chief armor, but like, of course, it's like printing something out of cement, right? Like it's solid, like not something you can wear. He was modeled from 3, 4, and 5. Wow. That's insane. That is insane. Okay. So it's long, it's narrow, it's short. So I got the height. Let's increase the... No, nope. Nope. that feels about right. We'll turn it like 15 degrees. Does that look about right, friends? That looks about right if I do say so myself, okay? So now we just need like 2 normal ammo cases. Actually, this looks a little short. 1.2. Looks good to me. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Appreciate you, friend. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this guy and this guy, and we're looking for 2 ammo cases. That sure is literally called an ammo case. I would like it closed though. Oh my god, my zoom is like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Please go slowly. Thank you, dear Lord. Dear Lord. Okay, so that's up here. I can already tell it feels too short to me, but we're gonna compare real quick. Okay, so I want it as tall as the... I want it as tall as the box next to it. It's a little bit taller than it's wide, so I would say like taller than wide and long. And this Raindrops, long time no see, friend. Oh, happy new year. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Hey there, I'm just stopping by and real quick. Gonna have a late dinner. Well, enjoy your dinner. What's on the menu? Are you going out with friends, or is it something that's being whipped up at home? Why don't I ask? Think you're going to Unite this year? That's a good question, Amethyst. Actually, if United has been brought up a lot between some friends and I. I'm always on the fence until they announce the games, because honestly, between plane tickets and hotel stays and, you know, food and transportation, all that stuff, the average user is spending thousands of dollars for the chance to bring home a couple bucks for their hospital. Which, of course, you know, I have seen people come home with $4 grand for their hospital of choice. But that's not guaranteed. So that's a big gamble. And I want to say they're not even doing like the virtual Extra Life United this year, which is a shame because, you know, that is a way more affordable way to participate. So I'm not saying I'm against it, but right now, as it stands, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. What about you, Amethyst? Are you like for sure going no matter what? Is this like you wouldn't miss it for the world kind of thing? So what's this guy at? 1-2. Let's set this one at 1-2. Well, here's the thing. Go on. Where's my popcorn? Go on. Okay, so that's looking taller than it is wide, which is true. And then it is, I might get too long. Does that look good? I go out of town March 24th to 30th for a cabin trip with friends. Is that when Extra Life United is slated? I've seen them post about it, but like, there's like a sort of like a 6-panel grid that they posted a picture of. Like one of them was like, of course, like when game day was, and one of them was Extra Life United, but it didn't like stick in here. Then April 2 the 2nd to go to Disney World with 18 family members. Wow, wow. Okay, so United's from the 4th to the 7th of April. So you'd miss every day of Extra Life United. But if you're in Disney, you're at least in the right state. No, honestly, I'm totally staying away from my family to go to United and see friends. Amethyst, you dog. I mean, I haven't been to Disney since I was too young to remember, but I can only imagine how draining that would be. I mean, if they're like right down the street from each other or whatever, like, great, do it. But that's a lot. Okay, so the wood box is turned like 15 degrees. That one's like 10. Okay, I think I got it. I got the 15 degree-ish bit. I'll make this one like 10. I'll make this one like 40. That look good? The hotel isn't far away from Disney if it's the same as last year. I mean, that's another question too, because I know last time I looked in Extra Life United, it was in Orlando. By the way, let me give you a wave, and you'll even get a little Extra Life emote. It was in Orlando, which is right by Disney, which is right by Universal. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, how is this top shelf looking? I would say this top shelf is looking pretty good. Okay. So this entire second shelf is just those boxes I just made, so perfect. Stop moving. My controller ghosts, and it's super annoying. So first things first, let me save. So I did see that one was like almost dead center, just like a 90-degree angle here. Also, I'm meeting up with a friend for dinner. Gotta leave in 4. Oh, like tonight! Well, Amethyst, listen. Even if you tune in for 30 seconds, I appreciate you being here. I don't know what your plan is officially for Extra Life United and Disney and all that stuff, but it sounds like you got your plate full, so I hope that it works out the best for you. No, that's a lot. That's a lot for anybody. It's like Mrs. Doubtfire when they're running between 2 tables, like trying to like put on makeup and costumes. It's a lot. So good luck, friend, and Happy New Year. Appreciate you stopping in for even for a second. Also, there's a ... there. I don't like that. There's an ampersand. There's an ampersand there. That is just vague enough. Right after Christmas. I'm talking like last Christmas or upcoming Christmas in like 10 months. I moved from Seattle to Albany, New York. Wow. Amethyst, you literally moved across the country. You went from one corner to the other. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? I'm in a hotel with an offer accepted on a house. Well, first off, congratulations on the house thing, because this whole market is just insane. Like, houses are going in 24 hours, sight unseen, cash offers, double asking price. It's insane right now. So trying to find a home is a very strange place to be in right now. So congratulations on the home. But wow, Amethyst, it's like uprooted your life and everything. Honestly, if anything, you're closer to me, so that's great news. Honestly, it might take you all of an hour and 15 minutes to fly from New York to Orlando. So your plan's gonna go like this. No, 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 no. We've reached cruising altitude, and we're starting descent. So then screw it, let's go. Get it. I totally get it. I totally get it, Amethyst. Chabs, this is a weird time. It's a weird time to be a seller, because like, if you sell your house, then you're a buyer, because you need a place to live. It's a weird time to be a human right now. Inflation's through the roof. Like, it's a weird time to be a home seller, a home buyer. Yeah, right, yeah. Houses aren't selling in less than 24 hours. That's fake. You're right. No, my dad listed his house on his birthday. It's sold before I got to work that day. Our president says there's no inflation currently. Well, that's something else, because yeah, we're definitely getting hit by something. So the one to the left is almost straight on, and the one to the right's like 45. So note to self: this guy's almost straight on. Let's make this closer 10 degrees. And then the one, oops. You. This one's almost like a 45 degree. We'll do -1, 45. Great. Are you on the shelf? Barely. But still counts. What's the spacing like between these boys? So, the one that's dead center is pushed back a little bit, and they're almost all touching. So, note to self, do that. I don't know, man. No, yeah. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Months ago, I was after a house that I showed. Hold on, I gotta highlight this one. This is worth a highlight. Months ago, I was after a house that I showed to some friends on Friday night. It was for sale. Showed them the Zillow listing Monday before 8:10. I call my financial advisor about going after this house. I'm on call with her, and as I get on my computer and refresh the listing, the page sold. That is what I'm talking about. No, houses are going insanely fast. They say it's a buyer's market, but if you're, I don't know. If you're selling a property and it sells fast, wouldn't that make it like a seller's market? Like, I don't know. And then, like, again, the moment you buy a house, or the moment you sell your house, you got to buy on one too. So, like, doesn't that make you a buyer? So, is there such a thing as one person's market over another? I don't know. I don't make these terms. I don't make these rules. I just work here. Okay, so how many do we got on the stackables above this one? We have 3. The ones on the right are almost dead on. The one on the left is almost a 45. So let's do that. The ones on the right are almost dead on. These seem really far forward. Can I scoot them back? Not much. Gonk. They're hitting the wall now. And then I think this one's also kind of like dead on-ish. Okay, so unless my gauge is off, I think these guys might be too tall, because I don't remember them being this tight in the... Yep, okay, so I need to make all these boxes shorter. That's doable. That is doable. Who are they and why are they saying that? And the Fed just raised the rates again. Surprise, surprise. So tell you what, you... What's your height? You're 1.2, let's drop it to 1. What's your height? 1.2, let's drop it to 1. Perfect. Okay, does that look closer to this shelf? It do-do. This does look closer. Okay, so we got like another... We got a new contender. Shoot, I'm gonna even make these even shorter. Well, Amethyst, my heart goes out to you because I know this whole process isn't fast. It's not easy. Even like packing up your entire life, you know, let's say you got the house that you wanted, the house of your dreams, and the state you wanted and all that jazz. Let's say everything was perfect and it went without a hitch. You still got to literally pack up your entire life into a box, which, you know, you can transport across the country. Doesn't happen overnight, so no, my heart goes out to you. Okay, so we got some cardboard boxes, a bucket, and a wooden box. Those aren't in Halo Infinite. Call of Duty Black Ops. So let's replace those. So we have woof. 2 of these ammo crates that we have up top, which is sweet. And then we got this tall boy, which we don't have, and then 2 of these guys. Actually, 1 of these guys. And this one I'm actually going to fill with grenades. Like, I'm going to make grenades and we're going to fill that. That's what we'll do together here today. So we know we're going to use one of these. Someone say tall boy? Not that kind of tall boy. We're talking about a special ammo case. So let me see if I can find an ammo case that kind of looks similar to the tall boy I saw here. That looks pretty good. Let's kind of throw that over here and let's see if there's something that's even better. There it is. How does the tall boy look in little Black Ops 3 here? It's pretty thick, it's pretty tall, and it's turned at like a 5 to 10 degree angle. Let's see if we can replicate that. It's already pretty thick, and it's already pretty tall. So we'll just give it a little turn. 10 degrees should be fine. I don't love the materials that are default on this. It looks like it's like a metallic gray, silver. That's already looking amazing. Wow. Okay, and now that I'm thinking about it, like we could change the materials of some of these guys here too. That's the spirit, Bash. That is the spirit. Okay, so we do want this top one to be wood, and these ones on the right could be more of a green. So let me stop. Those are more of a green, okay. How about this one in the bottom right could be a little bit green. Actually, these 4 seem wood or brown, and these 2 seem greenish. Was it these 2? It was this one and this one. Will it really not let me change the materials? Can I not change the materials on these ones at all? Son of a gun. Well, let's see if we can find another, like, ammo crate that's similar to the shape of that. I think that's what we use for these guys, too. Shoot. These guys look like wood. Hold on. It's got handles. Nah, shoot. Alright, well, I replaced them with the wrong ones. It's fine. We can fix this. We can fix this. Alright, I need to run some errands. This late at night? I have to have gas in my car and food in my belly tomorrow. No, Bash, I don't know what temp it is where you are, but making sure your gas doesn't go below, like, I don't know, like a quarter of a tank is a really good idea. A lot of us in the States, actually even in Canada, are being hit with some extreme negative temperatures right now. And if your gas tank is low, your lines will freeze, or your tank can the gas in your tank will freeze. So, yes, make sure that you're fueled up. So, yeah, please, and of course, fuel your belly. Your body is a temple. Give it fuel. Give yourself a good evening as well, Bash. Let me give you a little wave. It's only 7 o'clock here. Oh well, hello from 9 o'clock. Oh, Todger Cheetah, you dirty rat. Where is it? There it is. Todger just used their Phantom points to make me donate $1 of my own hard-earned cash to Extra Life. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here real quick. Charity. There it is. -5 a couple days ago. Today was 35. Okay, 35 is at least above freezing. I'll take that. So this is donate, and this is for a Phantom Part redemption. I'm going to go ahead and slap you with a drum roll. Awesome. Tawdry, thanks so much for those Phantom points. I'm going to go ahead and mark those as complete behind me there. But yeah, friends, we have been streaming for Flower here. I know I got to redo some of these boxes, but we'll get to that. JK for bye. Bash, we'll see you later. What we're going to do real quick is we're going to run a miracle story to talk to you a little bit more about Extra Life and how we're raising funds for kids in need. We're also going to take a quick break. I'm going to take my coffee cup downstairs and get some water. But yeah, that's going to be what we're doing here. Don't go anywhere. We got a great rest of the stream for you. Stick around. We'll be right back.
She was the flyer. She's the one that they would, get and throw into the air.
She was this cute, petite, tiny little girl with just a head full of long blonde hair.
She had just gotten weak. I said, "What's the matter with you?" I said, "You're a tumbler. You can tumble and do backflips." It progressed from that to she fainted a couple times. So I took her into the doctor the next day, and they immediately sent us to Texas Children's Hospital.
Victoria was diagnosed at the age of 11 and a half with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
First time I met Victoria, we were doing a radiothon at a radio station in Houston, Texas. She was very full of energy and was already considered a long-term survivor of leukemia.
At the end of 2.5 years, when Victoria's treatment was over, they performed another spinal tap and a bone marrow test. She relapsed again. During this time, Victoria contracted a fungal infection, which is from a very low immune system.
I asked her what she wanted for Christmas, and she said, "I'd really just like to get out of this hospital and go see Christmas lights. Christmas lights are something my family and I go see together all the time, and I can't even leave to go see Christmas lights." And after about 10 minutes, we rolled back upstairs to her room, and we had our picture made in front of a little Christmas tree. And I said goodbye. In that picture is one of my most prized possessions because it was taken just moments before I saw my friend for the last time.
Victoria passed away on January 21st, 2008, after a 4-year battle with leukemia, failed bone marrow transplants, and fungal infections.
Sitting at her funeral, I made up my mind that I needed to be doing this, not just a couple days a year with a radiothon, that I needed to be doing this with my life.
Doc wanted to do something special in memory of Victoria.
It just occurred to me that gamers should be able to do the things they love to help sick and injured kids as well. And so Extra Life was born. 1,200 gamers showed up on October 15th in 2008. Each and every year afterwards, it continued to grow. Gamers responded by being able to game for their local hospitals. Gamers aren't that pale kid in mom and dad's basement. They're mom and dads, they're aunts and uncles.
A young child to an older adult, anyone could be involved in Extra Life.
The funds that Extra Lifers raise can go to a variety of purposes in the local area at the local hospital. It might buy an isolette for a baby that is born the size of a cell phone and has to fight for its life.
I can guarantee you that money goes directly back to these children to keep this from happening again to someone else's child.
Getting involved with Extra Life is really simple. You just have to go to the website at extra-life.org, put in a few details in there, join a team if you'd like to, or create one. After that, it's as simple as fundraising with your friends and family. Let them know why you are doing this. They should know that the money you raise is going to stay local in your community.
Alright gang, we are back. What you just saw was a miracle story, just a really good example of how the funds raised here. Playing games helps make the world a difference for kids in need, like the one you just saw in that miracle story. That was actually like a really brief kind of synopsis about Victoria, Edmond, and how Extra Life itself got started here all the way back in 2010 with a little girl in Orange, Texas. We're currently playing games here like Halo Infinite, trying to do the same thing that they did, just kind of give back to kids in need. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. Let me get my giant head of the way. We'll pick right back where we left off here. I'll get some tunes cranked for us too. Okay, so I got rid of the wooden boxes to replace them with these ammo cases. I just heard the follower sound, but didn't see... Oh, and broken onyx! Why did that just come through now? Either way, I'm broken onyx. Thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome to the Gorey gang. Okay, so this height is good. It's at 90. 90, good. Always love to see the community doing great stuff. Oh, Onyx, thank you, thank you. No, I'm excited to see how your map turns out too. So this is, I gotta show love to the Forge community. Gotta show love. Okay, so this one is by itself and it's turned at like maybe like a 10-degree angle. -10, sweet. Okay, let me look at you, bring you down, drop you down. Okay, how many do we have on this shelf? There are 2 rows. One's, okay, we'll make one kind of like a more green or more gray. So straight on, okay. There, that is literally straight on. We'll scoot it to the middle of the shelf here. We'll even scoot it down, because even though I snapped it to the ground, I know it's not touching. We need floating geometry here. Awesome save. Got it. So how many on the first layer? That's the real question. There are 3 on the first layer. We got dead on, like 10, and then like 45. Negative, then we'll do 45. Get inside that lip. You too, mister. Okay. Awesome. The next one's at like a 45, almost dead on. So like a 45, a 10, and then just like a 90. So you're going to be at 45, so -1. 45. Going for it. We're going for it. There we go. 45, and this one's like a 10, I believe. I'll be at -80. And this one's almost straight on, if I remember. With this set, just straight up negative 90. Where were these positioned, though? That's the $1 million question right there. Right, so that's negative 45, negative 10. Okay, so the corner of the bottom box, and then pretty much the edge of that box. These guys are about as close as together as they can get. We can exaggerate this one a little bit more. 75 is good. There. It's looking pretty good. Okay. We are making up some progress here. Bottom shelf. Bottom shelf. We already got the tall boy. So I will change the... Oh, God. I will change the color of this one. And then maybe this one if we're feeling frisky. But I need 2 shorts, which we already have right up there. A long boy, which we have there, and then we need an open one if we can find it. If not, I'll make it an empty one, like an empty box. Either way. So we need 2 long boys. Where do the long boys go? 90 degrees and like 75. Oh my God. Posture check. Let this be a reminder. Charity incentive launched. Talk like a robot. Oh no! Well, Chabs, Mr. Destructoid. Honestly, Chabs, I don't know what I did to make the incentive actually pop up, but I'm grateful for that because during my last 25-hour charity game marathon, there was no indication when I was talking like a robot, so I was just sounding like an idiot without knowing about it, which, you know, is no different than me sound like an idiot any other time, but Chad, thank you so much for that extra life donation. Let me give you a shout out here. And also, oops, Unbroken, thank you for that posture check. Let this be a reminder for everyone at home. Make sure you guys are also sitting up straight. Unless you're like you're laying down or something, but either way, no one wants a bad back. Like, align the spine, you don't want to be slouching. I've seen like terrible side profiles of what happens when people are just driving and sitting on their wallet, because that little bit of gap underneath your butt tweaks your hips, and when your hips tweak, your spine tweaks with it. So the littlest change makes a world of difference to you guys, so make sure you're good. Beep, boo, bop, beep. And there it is. That puts us at a even 150, I believe. What did that donation just say? Suspish. Suspish. Ooh, if I want to, I could scale these the other way where the... Oh, I like that. I might like that more. Because it makes the UNSC logo look less distorted. And then like the flap up top makes more sense. I just got back to Kimmy talking about spine damage. Yep. That sounds accurate, Lone Wolf. I'm gonna mark those strength points as complete. Thank you for those, Unbroken. By the way, like, even if I didn't have this wrapping on, which I do, like the wrapping up of the arm also makes like the skin super tight. So like if I want to touch my nose, easy peasy with my right hand. If I want to touch my nose with my left hand, I'm fighting both the pain and like the swelling and then the plastic. Oh, I can do it, but not as easy. Okay, so now that I've like readjusted these things, their scale, I gotta readjust the rotation a little bit. So we got the one up top is pretty much going straight at me, the side. And then facing away. Got it. Stop. I'm actually going to the VA to get an increase in notes for worse damaging side effects from my spine, which hopefully means more money so I could buy more tushy cushions. I'm literally sitting on a specialized cushion for like your tailbone. That hole right here is so that my butt doesn't go numb, because that's a thing. That's a thing. It's fun getting old. Don't do it. Stay young. Stay here forever. Oh, you know what that... Oh, God, my camera's falling. You know what that hole's for, huh? Well, do tell, because I thought it was for my spine, but apparently I'm wrong. You know something I don't, apparently. How off... Oh, yeah, way off. Like, how off is my camera now that it's fallen? Okay, so we'll have it facing like 9 degrees to the left and then like facing the wall. Got it. Nine degrees to the left, scoot you over. And then facing the wall. Is this the right kind of facing the wall? Or do we want it like this? That looks good. They just need to be touching. Yeah. And maybe towards the front. Argos Media, salutations, friend. Thank you so much for that raid. How did your Jackbox night go, buddy? Coincidentally, another hole. Cuke. Okay, I think this is looking better. It was interesting. That is just vague enough to be concerning. Okay, so the boxes at the top, the two on the left, or the one on the left could be fine. The two on the right don't need to... Stop it, stop it, stop it. The two on the right can be touching and then towards the center. Which is accurate. You can be rotated more and secluded. Got it. Okay, next shelf. You got a weird clip out of it? Oh my gosh. Well, someone won Trivia Murder Party. Well, that's always good as opposed to everyone dying in the hotel. So before I got to add about the Halo movie, I was unimpressed with how the plasma grenade exploded and its effect. I don't remember the specifics about a plasma grenade, Linwolf. You'll have to fill me in. Oh. People are sitting in each other's laps. Okay. Okay, so now that these guys are rotated on the bottom shelf, what do they look like in Black Ops. So one's just facing almost 9 degrees away, and the other one's like 45 degrees away from that. We'll put you like 9 degrees, take them 180 degrees. Cool, and then like, I think I said like 45 degrees away from that. How far into the shelf are they? That's a $1 million question right there. My cursor keeps ghosting up, and I find that extremely annoying. Okay, so this guy's got like a good like couple inch gap, and then that one almost touches the railing, which is good. Stupid. This one's got about a foot gap. This one almost touches the railing, which is good. Okay, and then Warthog through the woods to get to Master Chief's grandma's Pelican. Vehicle swerve due to grenade near the front. Okay, so like literally like the finale, basically, when they're making their escape with like the 2 lone survivors. Okay, so we have 2 crates. One doesn't have a lid and it's full of grenades. Can I find one of these ammo cases without a lid? The lid was cracked, but not like wide open. That lid was cracked, but not like wide open. Cracked, but not wide open. Okay, so we might have to deal with one that's just cracked. So we could try one of those because they're kind of boxy, which is fine. Or one of these guys. This might work. How stretched would it look if I get it on the shelf? Actually, there's not gonna be room for the lid. Okay, fine. You have a chance, friend. Since your lid isn't open straight up, we can potentially slap you in here. I think we're shooting for 1.9. And what shape are we? Rectangular. So we would want... What are you? 2x1? We want you to be the 2 for sure. Did we make this work with the grenades? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Oh, what? Let me turn you 90 degrees. I'm gonna put you on the floor for now. And let me adjust your colors real quick. So what color do they look like in Black Ops? So it's a more tan color. First things first, let's make the stuff match. Let's set it all to like a what's this stuff? Paint? Metal. It kind of looks wood. I mean, it could be a wooden box with just metal framing. It's really hard to tell. We're gonna pretend it's metal. We're gonna pretend it's metal. Or say UNSC metal panel. And we want the edges to be gray because that's kind of what it was like constructed out of, right? Like the frame. You're gonna see metal. Would it be aluminum though? Metal grating? Fine, we'll go for aluminum. I don't care. And it was a bit of a brown. Not that brown though. I don't love it, but it's a start. Could make the top brown too. We can give it a shot. Okay. Well, this needs to be filled with grenades, so I'm gonna try making one. That's fun. UNSC. We're looking for a dry erase marker. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate this. Great. In terms of dimensions, that needs to be about 4. About 0.5 by about 0.5. Oh, hold on. Pumpkin Jack wants us to exercise our wrists. Fist open, palm open, tip of claw, half-fist fist. Fist open, palm open, tip of claw, half-fist fist. There we go. There's other cylindrical objects that I think could work, but we gotta be selective here, I think. Okay, material. I mean, it's a rough metal, so metal rough. And it's gonna be pretty much be black. Metal rough. Great. Now, if I was a grenade, That's what I would look like. What other cylindrical objects do I have that aren't a dry erase marker? A roll of duct tape. That's perfect. I have to find something to cap it, though. Shoot. I mean, the dry erase marker can technically cap it. That's actually not bad. Here, let's build it here in the light where we can see it. Yeah, that's alright, looking much better. Okay. There was like a... Actually, that handle might turn out great. From the hammer? Or even the drill? It's pretty close to dry erase marker. Okay, so not tools. You wanna see? There's like a light clamp. Hold on. Clip on light. I use this for the handle of some kind. This is gonna be a big problem unless I can like cover it with the duct tape. It can be scaled down to next to nothing. It can be scaled to nothing. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So how do I use this to my advantage? Could this make a good handle? I don't think so. That little clip on the end is a real game changer. Okay. How low can we make you go? That's the tiniest you go. Well, I think dry erase marker is going to be our boy. Tell you what, let's get these to like nice even numbers. 70 flat, 70 flat, 70 flat on the X. And how about 25? 24, 24. Great. It won't be perfectly round, but it'll be close enough, I think. What's the height on you? Take it to 550. So 70, 24, 505, 50. 505, 50. $70, 24, okay. So, if I was to look at that model again, there's a little ring. We might be able to replicate that with the duct tape. I don't know if the duct tape will let us make it thinner. Whoa. Yeah, this blew out by me switching tabs. Can I not select this now because it's too thin? I'm having troubles here, friends. Okay, I got it. Okay. There's a little lip, and then there's like a smaller cylinder. Okay. We are making a grenade. Pretty short. It's pretty short. What material was this? Metal iron rough. I just spilled my water. Oops. Metal iron rough. We want metal iron rough. Got it. Okay, so there was I would argue I need a longer handle here. What about wood? Wood starts with a W. Wood. These colors look super weird. I know these look like actual wood. That looks way better. That looks way better. Weird. All right, we're going with that color wood. That was weird. Okay. That's looking better. Okay. This is harder than I thought it would be. Looks better for sure. Thank you. Oh god, my water's leaking all over my table. A decent ratio, I think. Oh my god. I'm cool. Come here. Give daddy some love. Come here. Exhibit. Okay. I don't think I can get this little chamfer. So like there's like a thick bit here. And there's like a thin bit here. I don't think I can get this chamfer where like it comes down to like a taper, or where it comes out again. But I can simulate the two different sizes. So we'll give that a shot. Okay. Small detail no one asked for. I'm shocked your memory has been used up this much. Are you talking about my simulation memory or my memory of me being able to quote Austin Powers? The simulation? Okay, so there's actually a ton on the map, Lone Wolf. Like I was running around like, that's an object, that's an object, that's an object. This is 1, 2, 3 objects, 4 objects, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like just this one pillar is a lot of objects, right? There's a lot of debris on the ground. There's a lot of tiles. Like, we've been adding a lot of stuff. I haven't even really given you guys like a big tour. Like even this hook. I just added this hook this morning at like 6 a.m. Actually, now that I think about it, it's too close to the wall. There, that's better. It's a little low. There we go, that's better. We've been doing a lot of stuff outside. So, like, there's tarps and fences and barbed wire and floodlights and trucks, which are all things you can see from here in Cockabooty. I just said a bad word. I gotta join Texture Life, y'all. Hold on. Son of a bulldog. I meant to say Call of Duty, but I said something else. Swear jar, that's $1. There it is. My bad, y'all. I apologize. So the outside is... So Coax built some outside stuff a while ago, but it wasn't quite right. Like, the fences they used were like kind of really industrial, banished looking UNSC fences. But now... The fences we have now are like legit looking fences. And yeah, like there's like the burning barrels, the wood, wires, barbed wire. We got tanks in the mud. We got light posts, all kinds of stuff. I've also been working on terrain. There's notification. Rooster booty? Yes. And there's like a cliff that'll be surrounding this. There'll be water down here, which is very similar to the... Oh my god, sorry for the whiplash. And so there's the fire, the trucks, the barbed wire, the tarp, the tank, the crate. Like, yeah, we've been doing a lot. But there's also going to be this lip here, like you just saw, and there's going to be water down here, which I was just shooting at. So one thing I have been working on a little bit this weekend was this balcony, and I am telling you right now, it's like perfect. It's like perfect. So let me show you the balcony. But yeah. So that's the balcony from here. And you can see, so it looks like in Call of Duty. And we got the debris. We got ammo cases on the steps, which is exactly how it exists. We got debris. We got planks. We got ammo cases on the steps. Like, you guys, I spent a lot of time on this balcony. Wires, sandbags, lighting. We got wires, sandbags, lighting. Chests, or crates, generators, wires. Electrical panels, debris. Green lighting, white lighting, lights, wires, debris, chests. We've even got the electrical caution signs on the fence, right? Like, look at that. I've been matching up the lighting colors, the flicker pattern, the angle that they're shooting it at. We're going hard. We are going hard. I've even started filling in things outside of the balcony that you can see outside the map. Here. Ah! Oh yeah, all these panels in the ceiling, I added those too. And now we've got this floodlight, this generator here. Now there's been a lot of details we've been adding over time. We are officially working on the outside, but the outside it's low priority to me, because if you're a zombie, you're gonna be outside for like 5 seconds because you're gonna be sprinting to a window and you're gonna be inside. Done. And if you're a human, you'll never see it outside, right? Or if we do the survival mode where it's AI coming after you, the bots, you'll never step foot outside. So outside's low priority. That's why today we're building stuff inside. I think it looks like it needs to be angled inward more. Maybe, I'm not sure what gate you're talking about. But again, low priority. Outside versus inside. Where am I? Halo Infinite, hi. We were working on a shelf in here. Remember that shelf? We were working on the grenade. That's what we're working on. I'll tell you right now, we can make this longer. One too long? Let's try 7. 1 by 1. Okay, that's looking quite good. Let's go find that grenade. Okay, so the handle looks about twice as long as the little stems, which checks out. And the tip is just a series of concentric rings. This shaft needs to be a bit longer. Let's take a look, buddy. So I need to add like the handle here. The shaft, yes. Okay, that's looking better already. Like I said, I can't get that little chamfer perfect, but let's kind of take a vibe here. Yeah, I feel like this, it does almost need to be like a 3-to-1 ratio. here. Let's make this a full 1 length. Put this back. About here. You. About there. Yeah, this is looking long enough now, I think. Stressed. That's looking a little bit long. Let's turn it from 1. Let's try 80. That is looking better. Does that look like a grenade? Tell you what. I can extend this guy out. Gonna forget my work. I feel the same way, Lone Wolf. I will duplicate this. I'll bring it down real thin like, and just give a little bit of a break of geometry here. Now that looks like a World War I grenade right there, folks. It's not perfect by any means. It's not perfect. It's a little bit boxy, if anything. But I would feel relatively comfortable throwing that at somebody. Braden, what's up, friendo? Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick Google search, because I need to figure out what to name this. What do I name this? World War I grenades. I mean, it looks like a German grenade. So just World War I stick grenade is what's called. World War I stick grenade. All right. Well, that's what I'll call it. So I'm going to take this prefab and I'm going to build menu. Nope, not quick save. Save prefab. World War I. Stick. Grenade. Brilliant. So what I can do later is I can share this, and anyone who wants to use this in their maps will have a World War I stick grenade available at their fingertips. I mean, at a distance, I think that looks pretty cool. Obviously, is it a little boxy? You bet. You bet, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Brilliant. What I miss? Hopefully that helps ease some of the pain you're in now. I appreciate that, Lone Wolf. You didn't really miss much, Braden. We did a little tour, and we fixed up these shelves, and we made a brand new prefab that we can use in our map here. It might be a little bit too big, but we'll worry about that later. over that later. All right, friends. Well, we have been streaming for a full hour here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run to the outro screen. We're going to find someone to raid together, and we're going to conclude our broadcast here. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
The lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly, or handsome, like your father. You can be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
All right, friends. We're going to go ahead and drop a raid over on our friend OTK, who's currently just doing a little bit of just chatting. OTK, besides being an amazing streamer, is also an extra lifer, so we are going to go ahead and show them some love because they're double awesome for being part of Extra Life. Yeah. The raid is going to go ahead and start. I'm going to make sure that Pumpkin Jack puts some info in our chat here for us to copy and paste from our stream over to OTK's broadcast once we get there. But that is going to be it for me. Give me a bebop for the road. Beep, 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 bop, boop, beep, bop. That is going to be for me, not only for this evening, friends, but also for this entire week. Like I said, I apologize I couldn't be here with you all yesterday, but it's all right. We had things to do and pain to receive. We will be back on Monday for our Monster Monday broadcast. I got water everywhere. And yeah, we'll pick up with some more Halo Infinite Forge. And who knows, maybe we'll even get some more stuff done over the weekend to show you guys. As always, friends, there has never been anyone like you. There is no one like you, and there'll never be anyone like you. Love yourselves, love each other, I love you. Stay spooky. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta get back into my coffin. You guys all have yourselves a good evening, and we will see you all next time. Have a good evening.